Well, welcome to part one of our fully funded 5-year Community Roots Project DVD. So I'm Jan and I project manage the Community Roots project for Chestnut Events. So Chestnut Events is a local charity and it got given a lottery funded project called the Community Roots Project. What is it in a nutshell? It means that parts of the community come together and help the local schools with some of the outside work that needs to be done when the schools are not open. Also, the Community Roots Project means is we have a base site somewhere where we might give opportunities for volunteers to come and learn some skills.
Hello, this is Christina and this is Elika, and we're with Chestnut Events working on the Community Roots Project at the hospital to create a relaxing environment for patients and staff.
Yeah, I've learnt how to mix cement, so that's a good skill that I've picked up and I'm going to be able to pass on.
I'm here with the Community Roots Project in Castle Park School, putting in mosaic tiles for the primary school kids because they can't do it for other reasons, not strong enough and health and safety and such.
Why is it good to have young people here?
Because it's like young people don't have the best name for themselves, like with a lot of things in the media, like we're known as the PlayStation generation. So it's like it's good to get outside and like sort of put ourselves to that stereotype.
So why is it important that young people are here today?
It's important because we're able to help the community for a long period of time.
It helps us get references for our CV, which helps us get into uni and get good jobs.
We've also had a chance to influence the garden from the start.
At Chestnut Events, our ethos is it's what's inside that counts. So our first thing that counts is our outcome one, which is young people. We work with young people that are not in education, employment or training. And we have an outcome to make sure that they learn skills, they come out, enjoy the environment, they gain practical learning while they're with us, and maybe it'll take them on to future training opportunities that maybe they've not realised that they would like to get involved in. So our outcome one also covers the fact that our young people can make a portfolio while they're with us. This portfolio shows about their training skills, it shows about what they've learnt and maybe about what they're going to do in the future. We can then give them a reference because they've got a nice portfolio to show their time with us as a volunteer. Now, outcome two is about volunteers. We have young people and adult volunteers as part of our Community Roots project. So what does a volunteer do? Well, they can come to a garden and they can mentor young people. They learn practical skills themselves and maybe develop interests that they haven't had before. We can assist them with training and they can move on and signpost to something new. But our volunteers can also have a variety of other roles. They can help out with admin, they can help out with fundraising and maybe doing a community event. They can sit on a management committee to make sure that the Community Roots project is staying on track. So as part of the lottery, it's a lottery funded project, they might come and have a look at what we're doing, but as part of the management committee, your volunteer's role, have you seen something more active than actually some of the meetings that you go to?
Oh, very much so. To sit at a meeting and know that you've got that money and that funding and you're looking at what we can do to improve areas, and we've got a number of sites on board as well. It's great to actually be able to come and see it changing and that what we've discussed in the meeting, what we've looked at and how we're allocating the money to the sites and everything being put into practice, and the results just speak for themselves. It's great.
So volunteering is for all ages really, from 16 plus. I think our oldest volunteer at the moment is probably 79, so therefore we can show that we are having a wide age range. We've also got intergenerational working, so therefore you've got young people supported by older members of the community. So why would a volunteer be with us? Well, they tell us that some of them haven't got gardens of their own, so the fact that they get out into the community and actually look after a plot, maybe it's at the hospital, Maybe it's at the Appleby Road Community Garden, which we started in our first year, or maybe it's just coming out into the schools, primary schools, to look after the plots that we're actually got in their sites. A volunteer can come out, they can grow strawberries, they could grow their Brussels for Christmas, but at the end of the day they're actually volunteering their time for the Community Roots project, and who knows what they'll decide to grow in their own plots. So our outcome 3 is to develop sites in and around the community that are previously undeveloped. For example, behind me here you've got a plot that wasn't here to start with. There was absolutely nothing here, and we've turned it into an area that's got 7 or 8 raised beds in it, and the children are learning to grow fruit and vegetables where they're actually going to harvest it and turn it into soup. Some of the other areas in the community, we'll be working in other schools, we could be working at community centres, and we're working in the local hospital. We've also developed a site at the Appleby Road Community Garden where other people from the community can come and spend time there. Hopefully we get less antisocial behaviour in some of these schools and plots, and they're better used. People come out and enjoy the environment, and people start to take care of areas that maybe they didn't see before. I'm really pleased to see what the outreach service has done today. So we've been working with Inspirer, works with young people that are not in education, employment or training, and they've finished off this pond area today. They've worked as a team, they've learnt practical skills, and I think it's looking much better. Our outcome 4 is about children, young people and adults learning more about healthy living and healthy eating. So what is healthy living? Well, working outside, playing outside, having fun outside, doing gardening, doing art workshops, maybe doing garden design. Maybe we've got parents that come along with some of the children. Maybe they don't have gardens of their own. Maybe we get the opportunity to actually see parents and children working together. So Kieran, what is it like working out here with your dad?
It's fine. It gets us away from the television and from us messing around on the computer. This is also my school, so it's great to come here when it's closed. But we're making these mosaics for that chalkboard over there to go around it.
So what's it like here, Michael, working here with your son?
I think it's great to be able to get the children outside, certainly during the summer holidays, things like that. Even though we're part of sort of the scout group and things like that, it's trying to get the out into scout. It's getting them into the outside, doing things that helps the community. That's great. You know, coming back to school where my son is here as a pupil, it's just a fabulous thing to do. You know, it's giving back, it's being part of the community, and it's just having a great time and having that time to bond with your child. You can't beat it.
It's priceless, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's memories that we'll both have forever.
All this is supporting working outside in the environment. Being part of healthy eating is about learning where carrots, fruit comes from. It isn't just from the local supermarket. So just behind me here, as you can see, there is an allotment plot where they are growing many things. They're going to look forward to harvesting that fruit and vegetables, and they're going to turn it into soup. They'll invite their local parents, grandparents along, and they will taste test some of the soup. So they really do get to see and taste what it's like to be healthy and to eat what they grow. So as we come to the end of our part 1 for year 1 and 2, I'm really looking forward to seeing where the next step's going to be. Our year 3 and year 4 is going to develop maybe more sites. We might encourage more schools, but most importantly, we want them to actually continue to use the sites that we've developed during year 1 and 2. We've done the Appleby Road Community Garden, we've done the hospital site. We're just at the beginning of seeing what we can